Yes, it's Friday. Yes, it's Bree. And this week's topic is, yeah, drugs. Okay, so, well, you know what? I think people focus on the negatives because people just like to focus on the negatives a lot of the time. So, I would say that drugs are just as common in the LGBT community as it is in the straight community and as in any other community on this planet. It may be a bit more noticeable with us because we tend to go out to gatherings like raves and stuff. Like, I'm not talking for everyone, but I know a lot of gay or bisexual or pans or transgendered people who go to raves. And drugs are big at raves. I used to go to raves, and there were drugs everywhere. LGBTQ people definitely do have it harder than most. And, so I can see why we turn to drugs or drinking. Personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with drugs. Like, it's your life. Go for it. Okay, so anyways, I think drugs are fine. I think alcohol's fine. Personally, I don't really do either of them unless they're shoved in my face. Like, I'm not going to go out looking for drugs, and I'm not going to go out looking for a party. I am actually quite reserved, and honestly, I can have just as much fun sober than I can drunk, and when I'm sober, I don't get the hangover or the like feeling grossness the next morning. Don't get me wrong though, like I do weed, and I find weed just helps me sleep, and it just helps me feel so relaxed. So I'll do weed like maybe once or twice a month, but that's about it. And it's in my room, and I'm not usually with people when I get high, but I don't know. Getting high is fun, and I just prefer that. Like, I'm the type of person who likes to be productive, and I see getting drunk and partying every night as a way of not being productive. Like, I'm sure some people love it, and great. Like, it's just not for me. And, I don't know. I've been into drugs, and, yeah, a lot of drugs, and I luckily got out of it early, and it's just not really worth it. When I look back, I wasn't going anywhere. Like, don't do drugs or alcohol to the point where it's hurting you or the people around you, because it's not worth it. But anyways, yeah, have a great weekend, and I will see you guys next Friday. Also, I just want to add in that if you ever feel like you're starting to get too deep into drugs, like seriously, try and stop. If you ever feel like you're starting to fall too deep into drugs, I would honestly suggest do anything you can to stop. Like, get rid of them. Get rid of your drugs. Get rid of any of your contacts that hook you up with drugs, because they can be very detrimental. And there's honestly no point. Don't ruin your life because you feel alone. There's other ways you can deal with it. Like, talk to your friends, talk to your family. If you can't talk to either of those people, you can call, like, one of those help places. And if you don't want to do that, go online. There are people online who are always willing to talk. There's a whole bunch of LGBTQ sites that you can just go on and talk to other people like you, and you can find comfort and support there. I guarantee it. Don't let yourself get too deep into the hardcore drugs.